Hey everyone, I'm here to give you a little bit of an introduction to class for today. You see that you have a substitute. This is Heidi, and she's covering for me today because I have a meeting and I apologize that I can't be in class. But you will go on with class. Your focus for the day will be to learn more about academic summary. You'll recall that last week we started steps 1 through 5, and then also to learn about paraphrasing. So Heidi will take you through some information to help you to compare what is summary to what is paraphrasing, and then you'll practice some paraphrasing in class as well. And I'll just go ahead and tell you that your only homework assignments for next week are to revise your academic summary, to not only revise the summary statements that you have with you in class today, but to also add the other components that Heidi will be covering with you in the steps. So I will collect a printout of your revised summary, your completed summary, your completed academic summary, I should say. And then I will also be collecting some paraphrasing work. And Heidi will be covering with you, as I said, the difference between summary and paraphrasing. And then you'll be practicing paraphrasing in class. And the handout that you practice with today can actually be the example for how you type up your paraphrase work. So I want to remind you that Essay 2, where can I put my hands? Essay 2 is not really an essay at all. You're writing an academic summary and then just paraphrasing two passages from the same source. So I want to clarify, and I'll type all of this up in D2L, of course, but the same source you're using for your academic summary is the same one that you will use for the paraphrasing work. And again, I want to point out that the handout that you'll use in class is a great way to set it up, because I already have that handout in MLA format, and then you can just type out the two passages that you find. And very, very quickly, I know I'm getting ahead a little bit, and I'm sure Heidi will repeat this at the end of class, but the paraphrases should be, you should give me two paraphrases, and each one should be at least 2 sentences long. And again, from the same source you're summarizing. Just want to clarify that point. All right, so you guys already see on the screen that I'm in D2L, and here's the homework that's due. For Friday, I think I have the date 1 day off, so I'll make sure I fix that. But the work that's due Friday in class is your rough draft summary statements. And as I said, Heidi will be going through the steps 6 through 10. You should take notes in your journal. You will be practicing with each of the steps today in class, however Heidi decides to do that. But at one point, you will be getting into groups according to the source that you chose to summarize. So remember, you chose one last week at the end of class, told me which one you would use, and this is the one I assume you've brought summary statements for. When you guys get into groups today, which will be a little while from now, please make sure that you are only working to compare with one another what you believe the main ideas of each paragraph are, which paragraphs can be combined. Everyone is obviously required to write their own academic summary, so just making sure that you understand how the group work should work. It's just sort of checking with one another about what are the main ideas versus the details, and what should I add if I don't have enough of the main idea, and what should I cut if I have too much of the detail, and then making sure you use your own words, right? So when you guys get into the groups, that's kind of your focus, to go through paragraph by paragraph and talk about what the main ideas were. And so that's similar to what we did in class last week. I don't think I need to say anything about the paraphrasing. That'll be pretty straightforward once you guys get to that part. Oh, and so last two things, the vocabulary work that you see in the homework up here, I will check for that next week. So if you didn't get it all the way done or didn't finish it at all, you have an extra week to do that work. So I'll repeat that in the homework as well for next week. And also, what was the other thing I was going to tell you? Oh yeah, I collected your memoirs last week. So I did not finish grading those. So Heidi will not be returning those to you today. Plus, I sort of don't want her to. I want to be able to explain how I grade and all of that good stuff. So we'll do that next Friday for sure when I return to class on the 13th. And if you guys have any questions about summary or paraphrase over the weekend or early next week, of course, you know to email me in D2L. And, excuse me, I think that's all I'm going to say. Again, sorry I'm not able to be in class today, but I know you're in good hands, and I will see you guys next week for sure. Take care.